Hello, we are live once again.
What did you think when you first came to meet Thomas the Tank Engine?
Most of my mates said I looked pretty good on telly. The mayor said I'd represented the people of Sodor very well. It's important to show you're confident when people are
This
asking
kind
you
of reminds
awkward
me, like,
questions.
20-something years ago, a baby was genetically modified to get rid of a sickness.
Why you look so goofy?
He looks so goofy.
Act of mercy or a crime against humanity. I enjoy now by
Even when some of the questions got difficult, I made sure I knew what I was talking about.
What was your reaction when you first met a talking tank engine?
If you can't make an informed opinion, or if you can't string together two words on telly, well, maybe you
Num num num.
shouldn't be on there.
There are two sides to this. You look so goofy.
That guy looks familiar. He's doing the Letskin stare.
He's doing the dream work.
Sin
The
City was
subject matter was a bit bizarre sometimes.
There are some dark forces at work.
You're alright as long as you could win over the audience.
Sin City was a movie.
Yes, they're laughing at you.
Angels like you.
They're not laughing with you.
Why does this keep happening? It's starting to get annoying.
Stop puking.
Funny.
Like it's like okay, we get it. There's a face on a train. Shut up.
What's the problem with that?
Hey GT.
Yeah, you got
Hey JT.
you got a
JT,
problem.
After watching the Shit 17 Project, you should watch this.
Hey guys, look, it's Herm, it's Herm. It's Herm.
Good lord. No,
The Goetze family refused to answer any questions.
my bad.
Behind closed doors, the only question they agreed to answer had been asked repeatedly. Would Thomas work on the railway? The response
No.
was an emphatic no.
The eyes.
Thomas's DNA had been reprogrammed to accept and
Bertha, the true story. No
That's
way.
dumb.
It's the same thing.
to the engine
reverse.
structure, using the engine's internal system to maintain his organic functions. What no one could be sure of.
Sin City was a.
Wait, is it just me or Thomas's face is transparent? Is it just me?
Was how much of the engine was mechanical
Nah, man,
and
it's
how
just
much was
you.
organic material.
Okay.
Thomas had been able to move around without coaches, but to work on the railway, his engine would need to be fired up and operated by a driver and fireman. Since no one could be sure how much of the engine was Thomas, the pressure caused by the engine could rupture his organs from the inside, and the incredible heat could boil him alive. Professor Hans and his father vowed Thomas would never work on the railways. Similarly, the two professors were to refuse many requests by people from around the world who wished to be biofused into engines.
They were billionaires.
That guy kind of looks like
Sin City was a movie.
Whatever they wanted, made into an engine or some other transport. Train enthusiasts.
Sin City was
There you go.
Oh,
People
Get the
terminal
second
engines
feels like
to be made into trains.
Mr. Star?
Mr. Star.
Mr. Ball.
Star.
balls.
Reason the Goetzes refused.
But there would be other interested parties eager to seize on the biofusion goldmine. The independently wealthy company staged a hostile takeover, and within weeks had bought a controlling share in Sodor research. Immediately, the policy of the company changed, and so did the ethics. The medical supply wing was shut down, and work began on mass biofusion experiments and operations. Anyone who could afford it, handing over their whole fortunes, were turned into engines. But Along with the new policy, there would be worse to come. Biofused engines would be allowed, then obliged, to work on the railways.
The first one we fired up was James. He didn't have the money some of these people had, and so agreed to basically sign his life away if they wanted to experiment further, or to take massive risks like this. As usual, the fact
Would you actually do
Everything
something like
recorded.
this?
will get
Like in real
classified
life?
and
No, my
What would
face
you
would
do
look-
in this situation?
My face would look ugly on any engine.
Reveal the extent
Wait,
of
isn't there
certain
subtitles? Because I
Same.
cannot really, you know.
It's honourable watching his engine.
Sin
Subtitles.
City was amazing.
Work on the railways some
Oh.
but the tourists
No
wanted to
subtitles,
see it.
alright.
They expected it. And for me, it was work.
But with the new engine's increasing work schedule came more and more accidents.
Edward was
Oh,
fast to
no.
have problems. He'd been filming all day for the new TV series they'd announced. And for his last scene,
Thank you
he
very much.
pulled into Wellsworth Station
Thank you very much.
and whistled to the kids on the platform.
Whistled Edward. Thank you very much.
Sadly, it's only the first in an increasing number of incidents.
World War
Harold
II.
had an obsession
Thank you
with
very much.
aircraft and appears to become
Pause
a
for a second.
helicopter.
Ori, have you not seen these clips before? They're like everywhere. How have you not seen these before? These
Yeah,
clips before?
I've seen that clip of Edward before.
But have you seen some of these other ones?
What other
Everything's
clips?
small.
Just keep going. There's like
The
clips that you
operation
think
had
are
gone well.
funny.
But we had to ban him from being allowed to attempt flight. The
Why?
experiment was a secret until now. Mavis the diesel engine was to be
no.
the first biofused locomotive.
Bro,
Do you know that
on
this
the
is a
railways.
Horby model?
The Bachman made this.
Oh, this is Bachman. I thought it was a
They were up
Horby.
and everything seemed fine. Then things got out of hand.
The diesel
Urgh.
Oh,
Eh,
no, I'm on fire.
began to burn her
Just
internal
walk it
organs.
off.
Everything organic in the engine was soon burning.
Have you ever heard a locomotive
Guys.
scream in pain? We tried rinsing out
Oh,
the
there's
fuel
a
tank with
Flint.
water.
Yeah,
By then it was
Flint.
too late.
Just a JPEG of Flynn.
Mavis's
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
body would be kept under lock and key indefinitely.
You need a nice
An
pack for
unexpected
that.
Still
U-turn,
walk it
the
off.
Topham hatch
or
would ban
roll
fueled
it off.
engines from being
Want a
used
nice
on the
pack for
island.
that?
Harold was never told why he couldn't fly, but the decision would keep him alive, if only for a little while longer. In fact, unknown to the outside world, there had been many failed biofusion experiments.
That fat bastard kept the accidents a secret, and legal disclaimers had to be signed by anyone being biofused. So there'd be no legal action taken if anything went wrong.
This footage shows engines being displayed to tourists during the off-season. Many of these
Toby
engines
the
failed
train.
biofusion experiments and were too ill to work or were already dead. They had to put a stop to that, though.
Num num num.
With all accidents
Yeah.
happening, everyone started asking the same thing. Why had Thomas, the first engine, worked so well?
Despite all the troubles the other engines had, Thomas had worked fine, seemingly oblivious to the other engines' problems and accidents. Keeping their problems a secret from the outside world, Sodor Research began selling the technology to other countries in multi-million-pound deals. These countries would have less qualms about the use of fuel engines and even the modern electric trains. Even failed biofused engines were being displayed publicly in what would become a kind of freak show. To his horror,
Good lord.
Oh my god,
saw
tell
what
me.
this was leading to: slavery of engines,
What?
and immediately
Also, does that mean
resigned.
Mighty Max is
His father, Wilhelm,
Can you
would go
stop
one
the
step
video?
further.
Does that mean that Mighty Max is a failed experiment? Like
Probably.
Mighty Max? What,
Or-
what do you think that he was supposed to do? Do you think like he was supposed to be looking like Cody, like the ice on the ass? Oh
Yeah,
this
they're
is where-
probably just huge failures.
Oh yeah, this is where this is where Wood is. Someone is going to
Ronnie,
blood.
Ronnie, Mick, no, Ronnie, Mick, Mick, Ronnie, Mick, 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 Ronnie, 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 Ronnie movement.
Hey, JT, can you pause it?
That's a nice looking.
I need to do something real quick. Just give
That's
me
a
a
goofy
second.
looking Luger, by the way. Big gun.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Discord. Let's send some more curse images. Or something. Bazinga!
Okay, I'm here.
This is why Wood is commanding for to be the one of the Universe.
Professor Wilhelm couldn't come to terms with what was happening to his engines, and took the only course he thought he could take.
That fat got a load of us rail staff over to his house to clean up after the body was taken away. You should have seen it. Sawdust everywhere. It took us days.
But such attempts to keep the incidents on Sodor a secret were short-lived after a very public accident.
Here we go, Gordon.
Gordon paid an enormous amount to be Sodor's first 462 configuration engine. Much bigger than any other engine at the time. We were terrified that fat shite would make us fire up that huge engine.
We were shocked to discover he had insisted on being able to work on the railway. So, one night, after the regular staff had finished for the day, Fat some of the rail staff and I fired up the engine. As usual, these experiments were filmed. This footage has never been broadcast before.
Dr. Ruth and I filmed it all.
It might be a bit shaky. It was handheld. At first, Gordon complained about the heat. Then that turned to pleas to douse the fire.
But that fat bastard held us back. He wanted to see what would happen.
He argued he had put a lot of work into Gordon, and the chances to get him working were too great an opportunity. He was literally cooking from the inside. By the time
He'll
we
be
were
fine.
about to act, it was
He's gonna blow up!
He'll be fine.
Oh, what fire!
You want a nice pack for that?
I wasn't as near.
It's fine, bro.
Talkies at 3 a.m.
Want a nice pack for that?
To him as some of them. All
That's
I
right,
could
let it
do
go.
was run.
I gotta go eat lunch.
I was lucky to get away with some singed clothes.
I'm sorry.
Others weren't
I'm sorry,
so
what
lucky.
now? What did he say? Eat lunch?
A full few hours following the accident would seal the fate of Sodor research. The fat stopped us trying to put out the fire, insisting that any evidence would fall back on us.
He kept repeating, "This was all your fault. You knew the dangers. You're legally to blame." He stopped us calling for ambulances or the fire brigade.
We told him, these are injured people here. They're going to die unless we do something. But he kept saying, no one from the outside can come in. No one can see this.
Finally, someone suggested we airlift them
Wait,
to
pause it,
hospital.
pause. What happened while I was gone?
Gordon died, and all I said was he's a nice pack for that.
What else happened besides that?
The dude shot himself, and I played the Ronnie McNutt ringtone.
Ari, that's really rude.
Harold was
Grr,
What?
that's mean.
I know. I thought it
Not
was.
nice.
stopped from flying for his
Well,
own
I thought it would
safety,
be.
but we thought the risk was worth it.
Well, I thought it
Killing
would be.
Harold was a nervous experience.
Oh, no.
Would he have the same reaction Mavis had?
You want
never
a nice
told me
pack
that
for
Breathed a
happened.
sigh of relief,
You never
and
told me that
loaded the
happened.
injured people
Oh,
aboard.
sorry, I forgot.
Then it all went wrong.
It's gonna explode, isn't it? Or like fall on the ground or something like that. I don't know. You know what? You want a nice pack for that?
Harold's
Where'd he
engine
go?
had
He just
worked
like
fine, but
disintegrated.
what no
Where'd
one
he go?
realized
You
was
want a
most
nice
of
pack for
Harold's
that?
lower extremities were permanently fused to his propeller system.
Wait, oh, I just
As
realized something.
Harold's
Pause.
rotor blades
It
began
looks
to
like
spin,
you know those
vital
sprites
organs
that
would be
people
drawn
use?
We
into the
literally
motor.
said that when we first saw the Thomas one.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say that.
Tear him apart
It's
from the
okay,
inside.
buddy.
Well, now there was no covering it up. The smoke could be seen all morning, but news people were here in an instant. We were told to close gates and start clearing up the mess ourselves, with some help.
Henry Thierry was the only 420 gauge engine on the island. A large engine that had been working on the railway regularly, he had become popular among tourists and the locals. Henry was called into the yard to help tidy the mess. Working mostly at night, he would cart away the wreckage
420,
under
what?
cover of darkness.
No, he's not.
We
You're
had to
not
work quickly and
420.
quietly. Henry would cart
That's
message from the
exactly
yard
what the
away
magic
to
school
the
bus
sea.
wants us to
Okay,
think.
that
Then
was
one
perfect
night,
timing,
the
I'm
points
gonna
were
have to
set
admit.
wrong, and we were diverted to another shed.
What?
Henry had
That was pretty
inadvertently
good
been
timing.
sent to shed number
Thank you.
17, where Thomas had been biofused into a tank engine and had subsequently been declared out of bounds.
It was dark, and these
Uh-oh.
sheds all looked the same. I unlocked the doors, and Henry rolled in. I didn't see what Henry saw, because as soon as he put his head through doors, he bolted and reversed out.
Keith locked the shed up without seeing what was inside, but Henry had seen it all.
We wouldn't even dare talk about that shed, more than our job's worth.
But Henry had decided to speak up and confront Sir Topham Hatt. That night, he arrived at the railway controller's office.
I don't know what was said in there, but there were raised voices at times. They had a shouting match for 10 minutes. Then Henry left, back to the shed.
By pure chance, he was sent back to the same shed as Thomas that night, and with one sentence, he sealed both their fates.
Henry only said one thing to him: stay away from shed 17. The next day, the fat had a new job for him.
White skin scare.
The flying kipper route ran through the night, delivering fish from the docks to the mainland, across the highest altitude
I don't
line
like
in
how
the
squashed the
country.
models
That whole
are.
line was treacherous at best, but when Henry was put on there, in the middle of winter, it was a death trap.
In 1970, fish had started being delivered by road to the mainland. It was safer and more cost-effective, and the line was declared redundant. Dangerous and unnecessary, it came as a shock to the islanders when it was reopened.
That fat shite always hated Henry. He didn't like his cheerful manner, and he clearly had other lifestyle choices when he was a human. Fat wanted Henry away from the other engines, and Kipper Run was a death sentence.
On the night of February the 8th, 1983, Henry had only been on the Kipper Run for a week. The following incident would be made into a book and later recreated in the television series.
This is the train the railwaymen call the Flying Kipper.
Can you believe they put it in a kid's story? Of course, that fat had changed quite a few of their facts.
They couldn't know the points from the main line to a siding were frozen, and the home signal should have been set at danger, but snow had forced it down.
As the train approached the most treacherous part of the
Alright, have
line,
you seen this part
but
before?
noticed to Henry,
Yeah, he
his
does.
driver and fireman,
Well,
the
obviously.
points had diverted them to the adjoining siding.
But it was
and
on
right
purpose
into
this
the
time.
path of another train.
I hate how small the models are. It's so.
I
it's
literally just said that.
No, I just hate it. It just.
I
they
said
look
I
so-
hate how squashed they are.
Yeah, but they just look so ugly.
Basically just said the same thing, but okay.
Yeah, but it just looks so ugly.
Okay, yeah, we get it.
Like it's just excruciatingly ugly. Like why? What was the point of that? Look how small he
Are
is
you
compared to
guys
the
ignoring that
stuff.
he blew up?
Yeah, I don't care. This happens
what?
all the time.
Wait, what happened?
He blew up. Yeah, this happens in every fan series. So what?
Yeah. Yeah. What is it with Henry dying?
Like, this isn't a new thing.
What is it with Henry dying in every
Henry's driver and
series?
fireman had jumped clear before the crash.
In fact,
Oh
Alan
my.
and Barry died from their injuries.
Me after driving Taliclin.
The infant on the tracks.
If on the tracks after I run him over in Taliclin.
Slowly, in snow, the poor bastards.
By midday, the recovery operation was underway, and Sir Topham Hatt had arrived.
Cheer up, Henry. It wasn't your fault. Ice and snow caused the accident.
These images from a train spotter's camera were taken the evening before and were successfully covered up by the Sodor Railway Board for 10 years.
There's a railway spike in points, blocking them. Of course,
What did you derail from that?
Yeah, wouldn't he derail from that? And plus, we didn't see that.
that had disappeared by the time we got there.
I'm sending you to Crewe, a fine place for sick engines.
Crew. We all knew what that meant.
They'll give you a new shape and a larger firebox.
Crewe was, at the time, one of only 2 scrap metal yards in the UK capable of handling and recycling organic material as well as engine parts.
You'll feel a different engine and won't need special coal anymore.
With
Won't
those
need
few
anything after
words,
this
he'd
one.
sentence Henry to death.
Won't that be nice? Yes, sir, said Henry doubtfully.
Everyone knew he wouldn't see him again, and everything was sewn up nice and neat for that fat As news got out about Henry's accident, it didn't take long for Thomas to realise Henry had been disposed of because of what he knew.
The next evening, Thomas had been put on his own for the night at Knapford Station. As his driver and fireman,
Rex.
I think I'm going insane. I swear I just heard the Freddy Fazbear laugh. I'm going insane.
Henry had been disposed of because of what he knew.
the next evening, Thomas had been put on his own for the night at Knapford Station. As his driver and fireman left, under what
So, I'm on the tracks. It's derailed.
was left of his own steam, he set off for the Sodor Research Complex.
He had a small amount of burning fuel in his firebox, but he was mostly moving under his own strength. It took Thomas 3 hours to get to the complex.
What?
3 hours just to kill yourself.
3 hours just to kill yourself. 3.
We just said 17.
The effort to get there nearly killing him.
Thomas arrived at midnight, with no one around.
He's floating.
What?
Thomas is floating. Look. If you look closely, he's floating.
Oh god, I'm never gonna unsee that.
How did he die?
He made his way to the shed where he was created. What he found was the answers to his questions, and many others.
Since
Five
Sodor
Nights at Freddy's
Research had
style
become
camera.
Thomas in real life. 5 Thomas caught on camera.
producing biofuels
5
vehicles,
spottings of Thomas the
the
Tank
world
Engine
had
caught
us.
on camera.
Why had the first biofusion operation worked so well, but nearly every operation since had failed? Sadly, Thomas found the reasons inside.
Oh, good lord. Me going to get my midnight snack. It is radioactive waste from Chernobyl.
Thomas had never been the first operation. He hadn't even been second.
What shed number 17 contained
Now.
several attempts to create
What the hell are
a
you
tank
doing
engine.
there, though?
Why does he have wheels?
Wait, so his wheels are like shoulder blades?
No.
Hey,
With
Ari.
Thomas's
What?
DNA.
Wait, give me a second. I
He's
gotta
a
do
bit-
something. I just made an image that I think is very funny. Alright, guys, you ready? Check the group chat.
Early tests made
Muhaha.
by
Oh,
people.
God. Uh-oh.
After getting off Kildane.
Bow, bow, bow. My bad.
Me logging into Twitter.
With no experience of an experiment.
JT, can
on
you
this
pause?
scale.
You spent all day watching Thomas.
And taking men. Ours are yours.
Phil.
Dude,
Wait, hold on,
JT, I don't think you're aware of how many times we all like me and Ari and Toon have been saying that like for the past few days.
Wait. I have a full clip of that. Hold up.
Yeah, we
We
saw
saw
it.
it. We
Yeah,
saw
we
it.
saw it. You spent all day watching Thomas.
Clip.
I am Adolf Hitler.
Ill-planned and unprepared, these procedures had used DNA from the human Thomas and had been as much the real Thomas as the tank engine the world had come to know and love.
Hey, Railway Series Thomas, get out of here. Little known fact, also dope on the Mac. On their Mac. I am Adolf Hitler.
Wait.
What?
Never trust homeless engines. They're not respectable.
Thomas the Tank Engine had been the Thomas we all knew as a boy. Part of the family the whole island's population had known and respected.
Ari, did you see the
Since
thing
Wilhelm.
that you just sent?
Yeah.
They didn't go hit the Pentagon. Alright, keep going.
First arrived.
In actuality, this tank engine was no more the real Thomas than all the failed creations made over the 12 months before.
This Thomas had all the human Thomas's memories and experiences. He had learned what Thomas had learned, known who Thomas had known, but so had all the previous failures.
Darn on it.
Wilhelm and Hans Goetze had to learn through trial and error how to bring their Thomas back from the dead. The following experiments had not had the same work put into them, resulting in the freak engines and aircraft that had developed so many problems on Sodor Island and around the world. In Shed 17...
Wait, what happened with James? What happened to him? No, but like, why did he, like, what was the thing with him struggling? Like, what was the deal with that?
We don't know yet, I don't think.
Oh.
Wouldn't discover who he was, but in fact, who he wasn't.
Uh-oh. Be going to New Jersey Edison. The pink sauce.
Me staring at zany trains.
Me staring at zany trains. Me staring at your mother.
Is there a jump scare?
Banana. Someone should just add Bad to the Bone over this at like 2 times speed.
Hold up, guys. Warning, there will be a loud screaming noises heard through the following program, so you might want to shut up. So you might want to turn down your volume right now, or if you're a affected 5-year-old watching this video, please leave or turn down your volume.
Wait, can I
all the
take a
way.
screenshot of the skeleton jump scaring us? Okay, I got it. No. Toxic head watching Thomas remains. Alright. So I'm adding this all to this folder I have, JT, of the these screenshots I take from stuff. So I have like over 100. So I'm gonna add like a few of these screenshots. So far I have, oh my god, I have a lot. From today, I have 38. And like 10 of them are from this. Oh, good lord. Oh no.
Help me, please!
He has a funnel on his head. That's kind of creepy. Keep backing up. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did that happen?
Where did Bo go?
What?
Where did Bo go?
Okay, JT, your mic keeps cutting out for some reason.
No, your mic is just really muffled. It's like you're underwater or something.
I think it's like
Where does
muffled.
Dome go? Where
Hey, can you get? Is there a way to get closer to your mic?
Where is the Dome?
What is happening? JT, how close are you? Do you have an actual mic or is it just your computer mic? I can't understand you.
Dome.
What?
Where is the Dome?
I can't understand you.
We can't understand you.
Yeah, we can't understand you. Okay, is there like a way to make it not muffled? Put it in the private chat. Do you have an actual mic or is it just your computer mic thingbobber? Little known fact, also dope on day mic. Where Dome? I don't know, but do you have an actual mic? Because we can't hear you properly.
I cannot understand a single thing you're trying to say.
Yeah. Okay.
you
Okay.
don't.
Maybe if it's ingrained in your computer, maybe get closer to your computer. I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah. Try and get closer to it.
I was prepared for there to be a jump scare from the thing in the tank, so I was gonna play the Diesel 10 jump scare.
Why is this I still don't understand why this is happening.
And why he built like that, bro? On God.
Why does he do this even though he's not the one? So I thought the glass broke. Why does this even happen? It doesn't even make any sense.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
What am I watching? This is so ugly.
He had no idea he was only one of many clones. None of us did. But I guess as
All
time
Vince should
passed,
just go die.
we stopped asking
This is
all the
awful.
questions we had at first. We were just glad our friend was back with us. He could work for us. He became our
What am I
servant
watching?
in a way. Someone who drew in the crowds. Helped create
I literally
jobs,
can't stand a
was
thing
eager
Paul
to
Vince is
work.
saying.
Thomas always thought of us as his friends. Sadly, over time we came to think of him as just really useful.
What's happening?
So does he die?
I'm so confused.
Is he gonna die or?
He's still screaming.
Like, bro, I get it. You're a da-na-na-na-na-na. Like,
Shut
but
up.
can you
Oh my
die now or
God.
something? Like,
What-
be
what?
quiet. I don't care.
Yeah, stop screaming, bro. Nobody cares.
Like, stop screaming, man. Like, I don't care. Like, be quiet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good lord. Huh. Hell no, bro. They done turned Toby into Dig Doisel and then coiled him.
Doizel. He used to call me Devious.
Wait, why did I say it like that? Sorry.
He would now be 102 years old. Shut the...
What the hell? Just let him die.
Oh no.
今日會有一批水果同蔬菜
The hell? What? This has to be racist.
我要你將食物送去納福站，繼續做你自己日常嘅工作啦。
What am I watching? What? Why is he screaming?
Like, what's going on, bro? Why are you screaming?
It was the dumbest video I've ever watched in my lifetime.
Is that it? Alright,
Is
time
that
to move
it?
on to a G1, I guess.
Oh god, how long is G1? What?
Sleep. Okay.
What?
JT, we can't understand you.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't understand you.
We have no clue what you're saying.
I'm sorry, but your mic is muffled. Maybe try scooting closer to your computer, cause the thing at the back of your Chromebook, in between, like the little corner thing between your keyboard and your Chromebook screen, it should be where the mic's at.
Tomorrow.
Oh my god, Jesus. JT,
So what's tomorrow?
what's tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, you're really loud.
What's
but-
tomorrow?
Yeah, what's tomorrow though?
G1.
Oh, G1's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Gay Records Inc. made a new video.
I want to sleep. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Toby is quite brown.
Toby is quite brown.
And Dennis is gray.
Dennis is gray. What an inspiring song.
Okay, so JT, you're leaving?
JT. I guess we'll just go. We're gonna go do our own thing. But it was nice watching Set 17. The worst
No, it
movie,
really wasn't.
The worst movie of all time. Hey, at least we don't have to watch it if we ever have to watch any movies, Ari. I guess that's off my checklist now.
Yeah, I guess.
loyalty, honour, respect. When you lose even one of those, you take something away from those around you. The ones you love, your friends. We let down those closest to us without ever realising we'd done so. The people that didn't leave work at night. They worked the railways